Hey, the winning boys are back with the guests right off the rip. Impromptu guest, the Hype Killer. He was just hyped about this card, so he's like, I gotta share it with the people. All right. I gotta let him know my thoughts on this Joyzy card, Atlantic City. For those that are the Joyzy lovers. But yeah, man, how'd you guys like the card last week? Just on a recap.
Great.
When it's free, I don't complain.
It's all winning. It's even better when you're a winner. So yeah, even though the fights were solid. What was a weak fight? Tafa sucks. Well, I mean, I seen some shit on Twitter saying Makhachev could probably beat Justin Tafa. Yeah,
damn.
Looking. Who else? A lot of people hate on the main event. Rose. She did her thing. I feel like, but it's always just her.
Ogden's fight was boring.
Mental
Ogden's fight.
Who?
Hey, Trey
Ogden fight was boring.
Oh yeah, but that's expected though. That's expected.
Yeah, that's how he's gonna win. If it wasn't boring, he would have lost. So I was juiced on some of the boring fights. Like Carl Williams is boring, but I ended up having a bigger play on him on my own there, and it turned out well. But let me recap real quick on probably the best week we had all year for the show. Nesto here went 4-0 with the sweep plus 5.9 units. He hit a few dogs here. We got Zalal. He got at plus 140 during the show. Closed at a pick'ems.
Yeah, he closed at more of a favorite too. It was like
so Billy Q might be over the hill now. Just the way he is. Yeah,
he was tight during COVID, but now that was 4 years ago, and now that shit is ended.
Yeah, he's over the hill, and then he also hit Mick Parkin minus 135, and Miles Johns minus 150. And then the parlay that hit was Rose, and then Talbot and Edmund Shabazian at plus 250. So all those hit for plus 5.9. So we're bouncing back, man. We're getting back. We got a lot of year left. A lot of UFC left.
That card was good too. The odds on that card were solid. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't like those Bellator type odds where it's hella lopsided and shit.
Or it wasn't like a lot of like the UFC ones beginning too, where it's like big favorites on like whatever fights. You know what I'm saying? This one's been like whatever fights, but good odds, like pick'ems as they should be.
More, and then I went 3-1 plus 1.5 units here. I got the Rose as we talked about. I know it was a little sweaty because she didn't finish the fight, but max bet, max double max, whale play, whatever you want it to be. That was definitely the one for Rose. And she put on a cool class. I mean, Amanda Ribas was all right, keeping up. She was more durable than we thought. She took
the shit that kept pissing me off about Amanda Ribas, she kept raising her arms after each round. I was like, bitch, like you lost that shit.
and whatever it takes. And then the other one I got, Peyton Talbot. That was another best bet I really liked.
Mr. Zesty.
He's a beast. Yeah,
with that circular tattoo he had.
Yeah.
Like he had it in the chest and through his back. I think it's an anime thing.
Yeah, it is.
And then I had the parlay with Rose and Padilla at plus 100. I just put even money. You could probably get a little better than that. But so that was good for me. And the one I got wrong was weak Ricardo Ramos. I mean, he was doing all right at the very beginning. He just got caught in the guillotine.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Well, the thing is, that's crazy. It was a good fight. They were scrapping, but in the beginning, but then what's his name just started showing more experience. He was using his length good, doing those kicks. And then, if Padilla, if Ramos would have held on for like a second, he would have made it to the next round. He tapped hella early on that tap. Yeah. I mean, on that guillotine, I know it was like a Darce, right? Yeah, he tapped hella early.
Guillotine. He lost by guillotine last fight too, I believe. The last loss he had.
Yeah, he might just have a trauma or something. Because he right when he let go is when the bell rang. It was like, damn, bro, you would have made it to the next round.
No grit.
And he did tap quick. Like as soon as it was, he's all right away.
Yeah, like when he tapped, what's his name was slipping off. It was like, yo, bro,
yeah.
You could have
Swear, I thought he was slipping out. I was watching the thing, and usually you're worried during the guillotine, and then I saw the back of the head kind of pop out a little bit. So I was like, oh, maybe we're good. And then I was like, oh, shit, we're not good. Man,
yeah,
he had no grit, man. He should go to sleep.
Yeah, for real. That was a good win for Padilla. Especially after getting played to one of the guys on this card.
Hey.
Kyle Nelson.
Oh, yeah. This card is okay. I mean, mid-tier names for sure, kind of warming up as we build on to UFC 300 in a couple weeks here. But, hey, we got our boy Hype Killer that said he had some thoughts on a lot of these matchups here. And, since I like female rap, I also like female MMA. So we're out here. Let's share it here. But we're oops. This is the card here. It's gonna be a little UFC fight night, but it's gonna be with a crowd. It's gonna be in Atlantic City.
Yeah, it's in Atlantic City.
Bigger cage, like the normal size cage, not the Apex cage. So it's gonna be something to think about here. But here, just getting to start here. Oh, and by the way, can we, since this guy kind of reminds me of them, Angel Pacheco, no racial. The dude that bit the other dude that literally he just got cut from the UFC right away, man. And the guy that got bit with tatted the bite on his arm with the money that Dana White gave him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They
look like they got that done backstage. If you look, it's like it looks like
Vegas.
the UFC stuff. So they just like brought somebody in, and he's like
Vegas.
Did it.
You think they went in the crowd, the Apex crowd or whatever? Like, hey,
tattoo?
who tattoos here?
Nah, it's Vegas, bro. That used to be like one of the mystiques about Vegas, where you could just go there and get hella drunk and get tatted at all hours of the day. You know what I'm saying?
You either get married or get tatted.
Yep.
The drive-through chapel.
Still ain't got no tats. Damn, no, you're tatted up, Dave. I forgot.
Yeah. Well, I got one big ass tat, but it was multiple tats combined into one. All right. So, but yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't think in my whole life the only thing we could think of is the Mike Tyson ear, and that's boxing. You know, that's crazy, man. And I didn't even see that shit. Like they were just grappling.
That actually has happened before in the UFC. The dude was complaining about he got bit. I forgot what fight this was, but
there was that fish hook incident a year or two ago.
He's talking about just like biting though.
Oh,
biting though.
Yeah, there's people that have gotten like things, accidentally put in their person's mouth, and then they pull out like he bit me. But it's like, what are you doing? You're trying to strangle this person.
A piece of flesh somewhere, and it's like a full mouth bite. Like, damn, bro, what got you?
At first, I thought he was making it up. I thought he was making it up, but then when the camera showed that clear shot, and you're like, oh, because even like Paul Felder was like, yeah, well, I'd like to see never mind. Yeah, he bit him. Oh, yeah. Everybody's reaction was so funny.
The position, bro. He was in a grappling position with his head in the dude's like back arm. And it's like, how do you even bite someone like that, bro? At that angle like that. That's crazy. Insane.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Dude's gone. So we'll move forward here. But we got Angel Pacheco against Cowlin Lauren. Shout out to all the Irish people. But we got 7-2 here. Angel, 32 years old, man. Still new, though. Fighting out of start, BJJ. Let's see what he got here. Last fight, it was at the Contender Series. He actually lost to Danny Silva. I mean, I don't know much about this guy, to be honest, other than seeing him on Contender Series. I mean, what do you guys have thoughts on this?
Didn't the Irish dude just fight in the UFC? Am I tripping?
Contender Series.
Yes, he did. He lost. He was a prospect.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the card, right? Or was Contender Series?
Yeah. No, it was
he fought the card. 8-1.
Lost by decision.
Yeah, because I think
to Taylor Lapilus.
Yep.
To Taylor Lapilus. And Callan was underdog, actually. He was plus 145.
That was his first fight, right? In the UFC?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And he was a Cage Warrior champion before that.
Yeah.
As far as the odds go, just so y'all know, Cowlin Lauren is minus 350 right now on Bet Online. Angel Pacheco plus 285.
Fuck.
I mean, I get it.
Wow.
I like Lauren if I had to pick right now.
Yeah, I would just go with the Irish dude right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the minus 350, but and he throw bombs, bro, and he's down to and he has a chin and he's down to get hit as well from what I've watched him.
Mm-hmm.
But minus 350 is a little steep. But if you want to start your night real greasy, lube up early, then you might throw that in a little parlay right there.
Is there any prop?
I'll go with Colin. What?
Is there a KO prop? Is there a KO prop for this guy?
Yeah, I think that prop is just dropped here. Yeah,
because he's fighting a guy who's 7-0, 7-2.
Yeah, 7-2. Oh, so Lauren by KO
that's a lot of experience. That's a lot of experience from a guy going from fighting guys that are 10-3, 9-0, then 18-3. Yeah, I think he's gonna mollywop Pachenko.
Yeah, the KO prop for Lauren is plus 135 and the most likely outcome by the odds.
Yeah.
So that's probably what's going to happen. But the over 2.5 rounds is actually close to pick'ems right here. Over 2.5 is -105. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I like Lauren as well. But we won't spend too much time on this. He should get the job done. It's his time. Next up, we got Andre Petroski. That's Nesto's favorite fighter. Yeah. Against Jacob Malkoun, bro. This is actually a good matchup.
Yeah, I fuck with Petroski, but he always like lets me down like when he should be in the spot. What was his last? He just got slept by who was it that just fought recently?
Yeah, he's 10-2, lost to Michelle Pereira, which is not a bad loss.
No, not at all.
And then he beat Jeremy Shard by split.
See, I think Malkoun's not really like a sleeper guy like that, though. He's more like all well-rounded, right? He did.
And he just got upset.
He just got
last fight,
disqualified. No, it was disqualification.
Yeah, you remember this? This is hilarious. The Brundage fight.
Yeah, the Cody Brundage fight where hella people came up for the first round TKO or DQ for Brundage.
That's
you
right.
came up on
that,
right,
I did.
Dave?
That was me. I came
plus
up
425. Let's go, baby.
Forgot
that shit was wild. It was like
Die Hard was hella right in there. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was the last fight. Man, I don't know. This is a tougher fight than Cody Brundage for sure.
Oh, 1,000%. And let me show you the odds here. They got Malkoun at -210, Petroski plus 180. Wow. I think they're tempting you, Nesto.
Man, they are. Because the thing is, if Petroski can make it just like, use his wrestling and just try to see, but
yeah,
because Malkoun's not that good either.
He's all right. He's like decent at everything, but he's not that top tier guy. Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick who wins for me, I'm going Malkoun. But as far as laying -210, that's definitely sketchy. Over is 2.5 at -180.
Yeah, I'll probably just go with my boy Andre.
You got to get a flyer on a plus. I like the odds on Petroski better. I think the value is definitely on Petroski at this point. Because like I said, I like Malkoun in a matchup, but I think the odds should be definitely closer than this. I have it more like Malkoun -150 type of deal, -140. So I don't know if I'm going to fire on Malkoun at -210. That's gross, disgusting.
What's Malkoun's KO prop?
Malkoun KO. That's going to be interesting. Let's see here. Malkoun KO is plus 425. I like what you're thinking here because Petroski's on the ground. It's going to be Petroski's area. I mean, Malkoun's a grappler too, but Petroski's going to be able to even submit the dude if he wants. So, yeah, I think if Malkoun does win, it might be by KO, like throwing a random like fucking haymaker.
Just see Petroski kind of get hit with something out of nowhere and he's just rocked, goes down, and that's it.
That's the thing. I feel like Malkoun's not really a sleeper guy like that.
No, he's not a striker, but he throws random bombs. But I like this prop right here. I like if you're Petroski submission plus 600. Tall. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like that.
You know how tall these guys are for middleweights? It's 5'9" versus 6 foot. Petroski's 6 foot compared to Malkoun.
Yeah, Malkoun's only 5'9".
That's crazy.
He's only 5'9".
Yeah, I think that's just good. I'm going with Petroski just off that now.
Yeah, they have the same reach.
With the value there.
So now I might be switching over to Petroski, and you're talking about sub.
Yeah, because the thing, like 5'9" and 6 feet, you feel that it's like, oh shit, damn, this got like
shout out. I like that sub. I think that's gonna be the prop I would throw out there for those liking Petroski by sub.
Yeah,
I like the Malkoun by knockout that you were talking about. If you like Malkoun, I like the value at plus 425 is on the KO because I don't think he's going to be able to submit Petroski at all, even if he wins. So I don't think that's going to be the situation. And to get because Malkoun by points plus 120, nah, no thanks, no thanks. Wow, this is interesting. I think it's a good matchup that they're doing here. But I agree with Nesto too. The value definitely has to be on Petroski at plus 180 or any more. Okay, first
I got some of his autos. I need those to go up.
Petroski?
Yeah, I've got some Petroski autos.
Who you got?
To go up. I've got Andre Petroski. I'm taking Petroski. Now, after I saw the height difference, I'm going Petroski by sub, I think. I think that we're going to make some money on the dog there. But I like Petroski, too. That was what I was talking about earlier. So I was actually looking at Petroski since last week.
I might have to ride some sprinkles when we get closer to the date on those type of props because Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bet straight on any of these guys here, unless it's Petrosky, but it's rough. Anywho, this fight we got Victoria Dudakova, 8-0, 14-fight win streak, bro. And she's been in the UFC. She had 2 UFC fights after her contender series already, but she's beaten nobodies. And she's fighting Melissa Gatto, 8-2-2. Kind of been in the UFC for a minute, and she's on a 2-fight losing streak against Ariana Lipsky, sorry, and Cortez. She lost to the horny tag team combo.
Hey, those are some good losses. But the Dudakova, she don't really look that solid in her wins. Like I want to say, like what I remember. So yeah, I'm gonna just go with Gatto. Yeah, I actually agree with you here as well. I think this is the spot that Gatto has to like bounce back. She's actually only 28. It's not like she's on a 2-fight losing streak and she's like garbage. Yeah. And here's the crazy thing: she's only a minus 146 right now. Dudakova plus 126. Oh, so she's the favorite, the Dudakova.
Yeah, she's the favorite. And look at because the people she's lost to are like legit people, and even beating Sarge, I think that's a solid thing. Like,
yeah, she was
Sajari Eubanks isn't terrible.
She was a contender for a minute.
Yeah, she beat Cara Rosa.
When was her last fight?
Her last fight was against July of last year.
Sheesh.
Yeah, unless I'm reading that wrong. No.
And she was look at see how big of a favorite she was.
Yeah, over there she was minus 240 against Ariana Lipsky. And she lost, bro. That's crazy. Now you get a good price on her because she's lost twice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing: she's never been finished in her.
She's got the reach losses. Too. She's got the reach on her. So,
and she could grapple and she could strike. So, and she has the experience. Where's Dudakota? Look at the people she's beaten, bro. Jin Yu Frey, red flag right there. Imagine if she lost to Jin. No, if she lost to Jin Yu Frey, that'd be even a bigger red flag. That'd just be like, we might need to unload the dump truck on Melissa Gatto, bro. We're just gonna. People don't like betting on sketch women's MMA fight, but I don't believe that's the case, bro. You can always find an advantage. You said by decision.
That's what I would have. I mean,
Gatto by decision is plus 160. That's not bad.
What's inside the distance?
And the under, by the way, is 2.5 at plus 160. Inside the distance, we got Gatto inside the distance is plus 215. Damn, I like that one. I like that one. That one's cool.
I could see her just putting on a pace on this girl that she hasn't felt before, and her kind of just withering away by the middle of the second round. I don't know. Mm-hmm. She's young. She's undefeated. We'll see what happens when they give her like a girl who's a real veteran. She's skilled. She's got, you're right. Her 2 losses are to like 2 legit, well, Lipsky's up in the air.
Lipsky's has shown to be better.
I think Gatto, I think Nesso's right. This is her bounce back spot. I'm going to take her by decision just to be safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going Gatto. I think this is gonna be one of the best bets for this show right here. Melissa Gatto. Let's keep up with the chick fight. I'm gonna start that streak of chick fights since Rose. I'm gonna keep going. Damn, since Macy Barber, damn near. I was also on Macy Barber the other week. Next up, man, we got.
Hold on. Is the check marks who you pick? Oh no, that's who you like going against.
Oh, you're talking about HypeKillaMMA?
Yeah, I'm looking at his picks right
now. I've changed some of my picks since earlier. Like that Petrosky, like I did not know that Jacob was only 5'9". I'm like, ooh, that's not big for a middleweight. But that's why I think he could knock him out, because the little guy just be out there like winging right hands, trying to just crack him with something. I could see like overhand catching him or something. But then Petrosky, like Ness was saying, the size, that is a big. Well, we already talked about this fight, but yeah, I can see him just getting taken down. But yeah, so I may have changed some of my opinions after further analysis here.
All right. Well, next up we got Ebo Aslan against Anton Sexy Time or whatever his name is, Takali. Let's see, what was his name? The Pleasure Man.
Pleasure Man.
Pleasure P. He's 8-3, 3-fight losing streak. Big boy here at 205. He's 6'4", and he lost to Tyson. He got finished by Tyson Pedro, who's retired now.
Yeah.
Victor Petrino, he lost by decision, who's raw, and Jalton Almeida, who's also raw in a heavyweight now. So, I mean, Obo right here is off the Contender Series. If you guys remember, the last Ottoman, 12-1. You know, he has the physique, 6'3", you know, the power. He's a knockout guy. And he just won in Contender Series. So that's a Contender Series debut, and he was a minus 130 on Contender Series and won. So it was up in the air, man. And I don't know, man. I see a lot of love for Obo here, or Aslan. And
Ebo.
I can see why, because I can totally see like what's supposed to happen, in my opinion, is Aslan comes through, knocks out Turkali, Pleasure Man could leave and, you know, go fight somebody somewhere else, right? Like Pleasure Man, PFL, you know, could be something there. You know what I'm saying? That looks like it could be real. But I don't know, man. These debut guys that look good, that are powerful, and seems to rely on just their striking. I think Anton is more well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to get a bigger plus money on Turkali. So I'm not gonna. I guess for the pick, I'll pick Turkali. But I'm not going to bet it right now. I need better odds. I want to get like a plus 130 or something like that, bro.
Is this a rematch?
Plus 105.
Yeah, it's a rematch.
They fought in, I believe, in the minor leagues before.
Yeah, he got choked out.
He got choked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Shit, it's going to be close, man. I think I'm about to rock with the little freaky little dude.
The pleasure man?
Yeah.
The blonde dude? Or
yeah.
The Pleasure Man, yeah. I think there has to be value at him at plus money, right? The Pleasure P.
Well, because it's only lost too. The thing is, like, I don't know, like you said, the new guys always making their UFC debut or always be like fucking up, especially like after the first round, they just like adrenaline dump.
They're gassed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I like the fade. I like to look for these Dana White Contender Series fades because it seems like the bigger, like middleweights and up off the show, they usually struggle right away. The lighter guys usually do okay, but these bigger dudes usually seem to struggle. And I didn't know that was a rematch. So knowing it's a rematch and that that could play a huge thing. Like, damn, my first time here, it's against this, you know, the guy who stopped me from getting here the last time, you know. And then he just, it's like, damn, he's still called the Pleasure Man. He just, you know what?
Yeah, and the thing is, the 0-3 like guys are like, I don't know, they always be coming hard for like pause for no Diddy.
They're desperate, right?
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
But for like you said,
their
like
jobs
you said,
on the line.
They're desperate. Yeah. Like 0-3, 0-4 like losses, they be trying to get that dub.
Run out there, try and jump his back real quick and just take him down and just strangle him again. I could see him just winning the same way. Let's see how much you really improved. You know,
the submission for Anton is plus 325 for the Pleasure Man.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the KO prop?
For him to KO is plus 450.
No, for Ibu.
Ibu? KO is plus 100.
Yeah, I'm on Anton. I think Pleasure P is gonna pull one out. So
we're either gonna sound like geniuses, but you know how this matchup is. It's like a classic matchup. It's like Aslan's supposed to go out there and just like knock him out real quick, and that's like the build-up for this guy. But you know, shit never always goes right in the UFC when it comes to these debut guys. So if our boy Pleasure Man could weather the early storm, totally see this Aslan guy getting gassed, right? And then like either gassing out and losing some power, and eventually, like you said, get his back taken. Once he gets gassed, and then his timing is a little slower and his reaction is a little slower. Anton might be, you know, he might even get rocked, but he's going to be desperate and get a go for the grapple game. And once he gets to the ground, you know, and if Aslan's gassed on top of that, he's not going to keep getting back up, you know?
Yeah. These guys are only 1 month apart. Like I'm looking at some of the other stats. They're both 27. They were born 1 month apart from each other. They're almost identical in height, reach. Yeah. I think it'll be a similar outcome as to the first time they fought. This other guy's fought. He's fought some killers, and he's gotten finished. That's what scares me, though. Is he's been you know, taken out twice. And you're right, Tyson Pedro. But Tyson Pedro, you get clipped by him, you know, it's a wrap for a lot of people. But and then you know, getting choked out by a now heavyweight. You can't fault the guy, but yeah, let's see if the Denton White Contender Series is the real deal or not. But I have a feeling Anton's going to pull it out, even if it's by decision, because the guy's too trigger shy or something, because he doesn't want to get caught in a grappling exchange, taken down, or anything silly like that.
Yeah, no, I feel you there. We're all three men for the pleasure, man.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got interesting fight here. Not really. I'm not that excited for this fight. Connor Matthews against Dennis Bazooka. We got Connor Matthews here, 7-1, the Controlla. He's on a 2-fight win streak. He's 31 years old, so he's not a spring chicken. And he's also a debutant here. He's making his debut from the Contender Series after he beat Yair Farias, and he upsetted him because Matthews here was an underdog, plus 140 that fight. So, what do you guys think? You guys like the other guy, this guy?
Yeah, I'm going with Bazooka. He trained. Then he lost his last fight though, right?
Yeah, Dennis Bazooka here. Last fight, he lost his last two. He's only had 2 fights in the UFC.
Oh, those are 2 good fights though.
Yeah, Emmers is a real deal. He's a prospect. I mean, he's been kind of disappointing, but a prospect for sure. And Sean Woodson has been on the up too with that body he got caused. No diddy, but Sean Woodson got the Tayshaun Prince type of build too. So.
No, yeah, but he made his UFC debut short notice too. So he trains out of Serra Longo, right? He's in New York, dude.
Longo and Weidman MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And then let me show you the odds here. Maybe this will
I would just go with this guy, but I'm not confident about it.
Yeah, Dennis Bazooka's minus 128 right now, and Connor Matthews plus 108. I'm with you here. I was looking at this fight, and I was like, do I want to even put my money on Bazooka? But which I haven't yet, but I lean that way. At these odds, it's kind of almost pick'ems, close to pick'ems. I like Bazooka here. I have more experience, way better competition. As far as UFC competition on top of that, it's hard not to take Bazooka at these odds. How about you, Hype?
Agreed. Yeah.
I
don't really care about this fight.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll just take the dude that has more UFC experience for sure.
We both get paid.
Here, a better matchup.
That's what I'm doing with the pleasure guy too. Shit, a lot of these fights probably.
Here we go. We got an interesting. I was going to say this is a good matchup, but it's not a good matchup. It's a interesting matchup, but not a good one. We got Julio Arce, 18-6.
Oh.
He's over here, 34 years old already. Getting close to his middle age. Most recently had a canceled bout with Cody Garbrandt and lost to Montel Jackson, who Montel's a prospect. He did beat Daniel Santos at UFC 273, and then he lost to Yadong Song. So he's been going back and forth. I mean, if he's fought decent competition, Song's a contender, So, I would just say this. I'll tell you guys the odds before I ask for your opinions because he's fighting against Herbert Burns, which is
he's automatically fade Herbert Burns.
So that's the case here. Julio Arce is minus 400. Herbert Burns is plus 300, but Arce was closer to minus 500. So there has been some people taking a shot.
What are his what are Arce's like? What's he when he loses? What does it usually by?
Let's see here. It's a mixture,
like
mostly decision.
Oh.
Okay, I was gonna say if you want to try to get some money, probably Burns' only way by winning is probably submission, right? So,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. I mean, as much as the Burns family,
but the thing is, Burns, his fight before his last fights where he got injured, right? He fucking broke something in the cage.
Yeah, let's go to Herbert Burns.
I thought he just got tired. Didn't he just get tired after 2 minutes?
That was the fight too. And catch this, he's 36 already. He ain't young either. It's not like he's the young brother. So he lost to Bill Algeo. Hey, look at this exhaustion from damage. I'm weak.
And then before that, what was it? Lost by he got knocked out, huh?
Yeah, and then he lost to Daniel Pineda, elbow some crucifix here.
Damn, his last win was Evan Dunham. That's throwback.
Dunham, and then he beat Nate Landwehr in 2020. And then he beat Derek Minor, however you want to say his name. So it's like the people he's beating is
are just like white guys, slow white guys.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. I know the odds are crazy, but there's no way. I think this is another leg in my greasy parlay, that you opened with earlier in the card, the first fight with Lauren. I think you pair up this guy, you throw it in as well right here. Not Herbert Burns. What's the other guy? Julio Arce. He's not that great, but yeah, I'm not going Herbert Burns, bro. Hopefully he practices cardio.
What's Herbert Burns by submission, though?
That is possible. That's a good point. Let's see.
That's like his only way of winning.
Different angles.
If it's over 800, I might put something on.
The Bet Online doesn't even have the.
They don't have it yet.
They don't have it yet.
They have no faith in it. That's why.
Yeah, we're doing this on a Monday, so maybe they'll have it by tomorrow. But yeah, I like where you're thinking. Like if he does win, that's the only way he can win.
Yeah, because that's like
Burns is bigger.
Yeah, I would pick him.
Burns is bigger. And this other dude's not that young either.
Petrosky by submission too, because that's plus 600.
Ooh, yeah. The value there on those, because you can see that's the path to victory for them,
Yeah, here I would just pick Julio Arce just because Burns has been like whatever, and then if I would, I'm gonna probably drop some money on the submission if it's like plus 800 or something like that.
Shit, even at plus 500, it's literally the only way he can win. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, literally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be some some fake shit. He comes back in the front of a crowd. Gilbert,
I don't even think he can win by ground.
You know, like gotta win it.
Yeah, if you catch someone, you can follow up and kind of fluky win by a ground and pound or something. Nah, I don't even think that would happen for him. Like if he hit somebody and they went to the ground, he would just jump on them and try to grab their back or something. That's like the vibe he's on. He ain't even swinging like Gilbert. Yeah, but maybe he'll try to get that get back for his brother or something. Just in general, victory to the family. Okay, another horny fight here. We got the female fight. We got Gilbert's Burns' sister, Rob Schneider's daughter. But I actually love Verna, bro. Verna, shout out Verna. She's been in the PFL. I'm pretty sure she was in Bellator. She's the real deal, bro. She finally in the UFC at last couple fights. 19-3, 35 years old. She's mostly obviously a submission artist, but beat Marina Rodriguez and Angela Hill most recently. Lost to Amanda Hebus, bro, which is a red flag, and lost to Dern. But I think the matchup with Dern is once you get to the ground, it's that's the Derned world.
Well, what's her name was swole in her last fight though, Verna Gingerova. So if she could come in yoked and then try to muscle around, but I don't know, I gotta go with Loopy off top.
Loopy's been consistent too. Loopy's younger, obviously on the up, 12-3, 4-fight win streak. Getting into her prime at 30. She's more of a decision machine, wrestling type of grappling. That's her style. And she'll get your back or just get you in position. She beat Baby Shark by split. Kind of the same style.
That was a good fight, though. That was a close fight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beat Elise Reed, Emily Ducote. Cynthia. I mean, the competition, she just fought whoever she's paired up with.
I could see Verna, though, with the upset, but I'm just got to rock with Godinez.
Yeah, MMA math doesn't really count, but she lost to Hill and she actually beat her. So
yeah, when that happens, the person who
Angela
lost
Hill's one of those
usually
fighters.
wins sometimes. I don't know, but it doesn't. Anything can happen those. But I just think this Loopy's time right now. But even though, like I said, what's her name was swole in her last fight, Verna. If she could if she comes in yoked again, I feel like if she could muscle up on Loopy because Loopy is little.
Yeah, if y'all know, I'm finally pulling this up. Sorry, I didn't pull it up earlier for the fights as far as the money goes, but because it kind of matters here. So Lupe actually opened as a minus 170 around there, and now she's minus 200, right? Yeah, around 200. So there is some early love for Godinez, and I can see that she's the younger, more her projectile of her career is definitely on the up, like Nesta was saying. And,
but more consistent too. Ever since she lost to Angela Hill, look, she's on a 4-fight winning streak, and she's always fighting. She fought I forgot how many times did she fight last year for Godinez? What is it?
2003, she fought 5 fights
in 2023. That's hella.
Yeah, that's hella.
God damn,
she's a worker, bro.
That's unheard of, bro.
Mexican Canadian. Shout out to Mexican Canadian.
No, 4 fights. One of them was a cancellation. The Sam Hughes fight was a cancellation.
You're right. No, nothing.
I was like, when they fight? But yeah.
That's still 4 fights in a year. That's unheard of for her.
And she's fighting early this year, and then she was fighting late last year, late the year before. So
undefeated 2023. Let's see if she starts 2024 undefeated as well.
No, yeah, I'm going.
Luby's got hands. She's got hands for as slow as a fight and pace for her. I would like to see her to go out there and try and just like dominate. Because like, what was that one fight? Like 2 fights ago, she went out there and just picked that girl up and like slammed her down, and
I think
she put hurt on her.
Yeah, but what's her name's a sleeper for sure.
Yeah, I'm. This is as far as matchup goes. I think Lupe is the rightful favorite for sure. I just have this a little closer, and part of my fandom is gonna come in here. I'm going with Verna plus 170. This is tempting me, just like Petrosky was tempting you. This 170 Vern. I'm gonna wait though.
She's live. She's live for sure.
If I could get like a plus 200, maybe I'll throw something, and maybe she'll get a submission. But obviously, standing on the feet, I don't think she's gonna. She can keep up, but she's not the superior striker for sure. Like Lupe has improved her boxing a lot, her striking.
But she mixes it up though. She doesn't just strike. She's more
whereas
like
Vern is not gonna mix it up as much, but. We'll see. Maybe this is just Gilbert Burns trans.
Whoa.
This is what Gilbert Burns looked like before he braided his hair.
That's crazy. Man. But yeah, we got Nate Landwehr.
Oh, we were just talking about these guys because they were fighting some of the previous guys. But Nate Landwehr, 17-5.
What's his nickname?
Nate the Train.
Nate the Train.
Yeah. And then he's 35, bro, but he looks like he's 45. But he's a machine though. As far as his cardio, is usually amazing.
Yeah,
he's always down to get hit. He's a durable ass dude. He's been finished before, but he's usually real durable down to fight.
Yeah,
he lost to Dan Ige by decision last fight and beat Austin Lingo before and Dave Onama. Oh, Dave Onama was good, and he beat Ludovic Klein. A lot of people like Ludovic Klein, right?
Yeah.
Beat him as well.
No, yeah,
he lost to Julian Rosa.
He puts the pace on people, but I just feel like it's against the younger guy, more athletic. And Jamal Emmer is like a slick ass dude. I think he's gonna get him out of here. He had issues making weight before, right? Or am I tripping?
No, you're definitely right here. Let me scroll down. My shit's janky. Oh no.
How old is he?
Back? Okay, I'm back.
34.
Jamal Emmer's 34. He's getting old, but he's always was a prospect, and then he's had his downs for sure.
Yeah.
He had some trouble in some close fights, bro. To be honest, he kind of got fucked by the judges a few times.
I feel like that Jack Jenkins fight. He got played.
He got.
He for sure got played in that fight.
Yeah, so I'm with you here. He's the big favorite, or kind of big favorite, minus 220 right now.
What's him by TKO?
Let's see here. Emmer's TKO.
Even though Nate is tough, he's hard to finish.
Yeah, Nate's definitely tough. We got you here. Emmer's by TKO is plus 375. By points is plus 140. So.
Well, yeah, man. I don't know. It might be close. Might be closer than I thought. They're both like around the same age, but I just feel like maybe got to be on my demo pick with this one.
Hey,
what's Nate's submission prop?
Nate by sub is plus 800. That's a lot of. That's a good plus number.
But the thing is, he don't ever tap nobody. He always is like
that's by accident.
It's like a guillotine. If he wins, it's like by guillotine or something, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna take someone's back. That's
all his fights are like always standing, and like it's either him getting pieced up or him trying to outwork somebody sometimes. But
rear naked choke. Last March, he won by rear naked choke.
He just
Austin Lingo.
Oh yeah.
No, in March last year, he won by rear naked choke. Yeah, look right there.
Yeah.
And that Dan Ige fight, there was times where you're like, oh, he might catch him, and then it was.
He won by Anna. He beat Ludwig by anaconda choke. So maybe.
Hey, and as far as the money goes, Jamal Emmers opened around a minus 185. And he's about 220 right now. So there is money on Jamal Emmers. So I also agree with that money. I might throw Jamal Emmers. I don't know if I'm throwing him in parlay, but I like the Emmers side. I'm going to try to find a way to play it.
I could see him blowing a parlay.
He always blows it. That's the thing about Emmers. I think this
especially like this is going to be in front of a crowd too. I don't know. We'll see.
skill wise, he's better as far as skills. If you're talking about the matchup, as far as my handicap on the skill set, I think Emmers is a better striker. He could wrestle. He's a better physique. No pause. No Diddy, but
no Diddy.
Length. His length is better. So whereas the only thing he's not better than Landwehr is I think the durability factor. Landwehr is way more durable. Emmers. If he starts getting,
but still, that durable word is just a nice way to say like get your ass kicked and like how much.
And that's how I came to the conclusion.
But like, how much can you do that? Like they're only literally like they're 1 year. They're 1 year apart, but like you said, they're 1 year apart. But Landwehr looked like he's 45 instead of 35. So like, yeah.
No, you're right. That's how I came to my conclusion on my finalization that I'm going with the Emmer side because I was like, I keep telling myself Landwehr is durable, and I'm like. That's just a nice way of putting that I believe Emmers could beat him up on the feet if they were to stay on the feet. And this fight is definitely staying on the feet, unless Emmers starts to clinch. And that's about it. I don't think they're going to do jiu-jitsu, So
Emmers stepped in. This is a short notice fight for Emmers. He stepped in for Pat Sabatini.
Correct. And Pat Sabatini's all grappling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe Landwehr
they may have been trying to. I think they were trying to hook Nate up. So I don't think these setup fights.
They're trying to hook you up.
Maybe, I would like that, but I think like the UFC likes Nate the Train. I think they like his personality.
Well, he's a good fighter. He brings it. He does little he be trying to dress like
his style.
And then Dana will get another vote for Trump for him.
Yeah. Nate Landwehr like him.
Show your ring. Show your ring.
Oh, yep.
Look at his ring, baby. Yeah.
Oh. Let's go.
Looks like it's Biff from Back to the Future.
That's a sick ass ring. That's hella funny.
Hey, shout out Vic. Do
they make it in a Biden one? Because I have a buddy of mine we would like to troll him and buy him a Biden one.
No, my buddy got hooked on that. What was that? What's that little app everybody's on where they buy all the cheap stuff?
True
cheap stuff. There's that app.
Temu.
Yeah, and he was buying himself all these pinky rings as like a joke, and he got that one as a free one. And I go to his house. He's like, "Hey, look what I got you!" And I was all excited. And then he gave it to me. I was like, "What am I gonna do with this?" And that was just funny as a joke. Well, I'm not
going to work.
Well, it's fake. It's gonna fake, so it's gonna wear your finger green, but it's a funny joke. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it. Good looking dude.
I'll say right now. Dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
You should get a chain and get a
put it on a chain, dude. Put it on a chain, dude. It won't.
I'm thinking about it.
Get a blonde.
Trying to get a Jack sponsor. It's a Jack sponsorship. Rampage's chains.
Jack Links.
Oh, that's a good sponsor too, man. I wouldn't turn down beef jerky.
Be like Brock.
Yeah. All right, let's go
not
here.
Like Brock.
We got another fight here.
Shitty bang bang. This fool named Jukwani, he always let me down, bro. He be looking raw sometimes and then just be like.
But I'm still root for him.
But against Reese McKee, I think I'm gonna have to go with the American on this one.
Yeah, man. Chitty is minus 140, McKee plus 120 here. Chitty Bang Bang, man. He got the experience. 22-10, 35 years old. Why is there so many mid-30-year-old guys fighting on this card, bro? Like everyone needs to relax.
It's our last run.
Yeah, the last run card. Three fight losing streak. I mean, he got the kickboxing, he got the lane, but he's lost to Michael Olajaychik, Albert Duraev, and RoboCop.
I didn't know he's on a 3-fight losing streak. It's all bad.
But those are some real fighters on there for sure. And he went split decision with Duraev.
What about Reese McKee?
RoboCop.
Reese McKee here. Reese McKee, 13-5, man, and 28 years old. He's still on the up.
Damn, he's
pretty well rounded.
Yeah,
he lost to Ang.
He lost to the weak ass Ang Looser.
He got beat up. He got beat up in that fight, if I remember right. And I think he took that fight on short notice as well. Because I think I actually did the podcast with you guys for that fight.
His kryptonite just might be the brother,
okay.
so I'm gonna just go with chitty chitty bang bang. You know what I mean? Let's go,
man.
Hey, we talked about that, the Ainge Loose shit, by the way. That the Ainge Loose
yeah, we did, because remember we were talking about how our loss got fucked up for Brian Battle.
Yeah, for Brian Battle, that's what it was.
That was big. That was easy money, bro.
God damn, bro. Shout out to Brian Battle, but Ainge Loose a pussy.
Hey, he kill you.
No. I know he's like, easy to say that behind the camera, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying the principle of it. Okay, I'm not saying you're not tough, but the principle of it was pussy. All right, but anywho, if you guys don't remember Reese, his debut was actually short notice, and he was fed to Khamzat Chimaev first time. Yeah, back in 2020. Yeah, summer 2020, where he got beat up bad, bro.
That was
okay.
That was the bubble.
I like this kid, not a lot, but I like this that I've seen improvements in his game, and he's actually well-rounded. It's just that he was in a lot of bad situations. So if he's an underdog, which I believe he is right now, Reese McKee's plus 119, plus 120. Yeah, that's the only thing that's been holding me back is I wish I got a bigger plus number on it. I would like, plus 150. That would be nice. Something like that. But I don't know, man. I just think Chitty can knock this kid out, but this kid's just as tall as him. There's the younger kid. I just have to go with Reese McKee here, man. I think he could do this.
Nope.
Yeah, what do y'all like? Is Chitty for
y'all? I'm looking at this and I can see one common opponent between these two. Mm-hmm. The kind of tight that how the MMA math doesn't really work, but like I remember, there was a young Max Payne who fought Chitty for the middleweight title, and Chitty won by decision. And Max also fought Alex Morano, and in my opinion, I thought he won 2-1. I'm biased, but I thought he won 2-1. But Chitty's lost. He beat Max, but he beat. But this guy's fighting Alex Morano. I'm sorry, and he lost to Alex. So I'm just thinking Chitty's a bigger guy, and I'm just going with Chitty. He needs the win, and McGee. I don't know.
It's gonna be a good fight, though. I think someone could get.
I'm not gonna lie. I got lost like 40 seconds ago. I got way too into that old. I'm in a time zone right now, time warp. But yeah, I just think Chitty needs the win. He's gonna go. I think he's gonna go out there and win by first round knockout. I don't like to go by first round KOs a lot, but I think. I don't know. I'm just looking at this record. It's Cage Warriors, and then you're in the UFC against a guy who's been in the UFC for a while, and he knows
it's his return to the UFC too.
Mm-hmm.
It's his return to the UFC because remember he got beat by
Reese McKee.
Yeah, no. This is the second go. He already lost the UFC for the second time. Yeah, so he might just show up and get smoked by Chitty, and then
man, who do we see also get their second go at the UFC? Yeah, last week. Joseph Zalal, and he came through with flying colors, looking real good. And as far as the money goes, let me just tell you, this line opened at plus 170. That's where I would have liked it. See, I missed that train at plus 170. Reese McKee, I like that. Now it's plus 120. It's like, damn. I mean, I still like it at plus money, but I liked it a lot more at plus 170 or plus 150. So I'm still on Reese McKee. But next up. We gotta zoom through this. They actually had a lot of fights for this card, guys. I didn't realize how many fights they really had.
Six fight main card again. Last week was 6 fight main card. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. We got Cedricus Dumas, the villain. A lot of people don't like him.
You skipped the fight.
Oh, I skipped one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You skipped 2 fights, or you got to go to Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson. That's the one. Kyle Nelson and Bill Algeo.
Oh yeah, Algeo's the next one. Bill Algeo, Senor Perfecto, 18-7, 34 years old, man, getting there. This guy, people mix him up with Billy Q a lot. He's pretty well rounded as well. Beat Alexander Hernandez and TJ Brown most recently, and lost to Andre Fili by split. He's fought the who's who. Look at the people, bro. He only lost to Ricardo Ramos, and he beat Joannison Brito. That's huge.
Burns,
and then our boy
he
Kyle
beat
Nelson.
Burns.
He beat Burns because Burns was exhausted. But Kyle Nelson, man, this guy's been upsetting a lot of people, as you see, kind of killing some people's bets. He's just the Canadian monster here, 15-5, 32 years old, a little younger, well-rounded as well. He beat Padilla by decision. Blake Builder, another prospect that was on the up. Because before that, he lost to Billy Q, Jai Herbert. So people kind of off on him. But, I mean, I think he might do it again, bro. I think he might do it again.
What's the over?
Let's see. Let me tell you the odds, too. Bill Algio's minus 205. Kyle Nelson plus 175. The over 2.5 is minus 220.
Yeah.
So,
I'll probably go with the over, but I got to go with Bill Algio.
Props aren't even out yet. Because I was going to look at the Nelson decision, but that's probably only like plus 200, some bullshit. So I don't know about all that. What do you like, Hype?
I like Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson beats me every time I bet against him, and I've never bet on him, so I'm going to bet him this time.
That's usually when I lose.
But then, Bill's beat some really good like that. Alexander Hernandez is no like chump. Like
that was a good ass fight. He was the underdog. He was the underdog in that fight too.
Yeah, and that's Alex. If Alex is a legit fighter, he's a good fighter. So beating him, huge feather. Kyle Nelson, though, I just think he's like a disruptor. He comes in and he can disrupt it, slow you down.
But I don't think he beat Padilla though.
Yeah,
the judges gave it to him.
The judges gave it to him.
He won the fight.
Yeah, he was the underdog on that one.
Yeah. But
I'm looking at his losses like that's a sketchy loss too.
I like Kyle Nelson at plus 175. I think the odds should be a little closer, man. Like you said, as a disruptor. As far as who's probably a better overall fighter, I mean, a slight edge to Algio, but that's why he's a minus 205, right now, or 200.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I like Kyle Nelson here. I think I'm probably gonna try to take a shot at a plus 175. Not a big shot, but it's probably gonna go to decision, so it's gonna be tight. Because both guys seem to be pretty durable as well.
Duho Choi, that was that young kid that went to do the go serve his time in the army, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that crazy fight with Cub Swanson.
Yeah. And he went to a majority draw with him.
Yeah, this fool's gonna come back. This fool's gonna come back just like
that was his last fight.
No, he's cooked.
He's cooked. Anywho, next up I'll start with my boy here. Cedricus Dumas, the villain. 9-1. People hate him. 28 years old.
Because he's a stepper, that's why.
Big stepper. He beat out Abu Azatar on the roids. Cody Brundage, lost to Josh Frem. Remember that? I remember that. I lost money on that. Yeah, man, that was his debut too off the Contender Series. Now he's got a few fights under his belt, but he got a tough task here. This guy's the real deal. 33-8, 30 years old. He's the real deal, bro. He knocked out real quick the Hulk. If you all remember Bruno Ferreira, that was an ugly one too. So this guy's hungry as well. Also,
right?
Yeah, flatline the KO artist. That's kind of.
I don't know,
but
man.
Yeah, let me tell you the odds on this one. It's definitely
Dumas might win. He keeps winning. Outside the Josh fight, I've bet against him every time. Just looking, I was like, "There's no way." And his grappling is just good enough to get up, good enough to get you off, and the striking is good enough to stop you, just good enough to halt whatever you're doing. This is just another guy that how did he even get in the UFC? That's crazy. His record isn't
he's minus 250, by the way. Just to let you know, Ruziboev is minus 250. Dumas is a plus 210 dog. So
how many fights has Dumas had in the UFC?
Dumas has 3, I believe. Let me go back here.
And a Contender Series fight.
Yes, 3 UFC fights. He's 2-1 in the UFC fights, and then if you add the win from Contender Series, then he's 3-1. But he's only lost to Josh Frem, bro, and that was he made a mistake that night. You know, he's supposed to be a big prospect, bro. He could grapple, he could strike. You know, he's supposed to be the real deal. This other guy is going to be just grappling. He's going to be, I mean, he could throw hands as we saw, but I think that's not going to be his advantage. This is going to be an interesting matchup, bro. I mean, Rozaboyev for minus 250 is a little steep for me. I think he should win, but as far as betting, I might sprinkle some and I might make a play on Dumas, man. I think at those odds, it makes Dumas an interesting candidate here at plus 200 or better. That's a whole different game, you know. I think this should be closer to like minus 150 Rozaboyev.
How tall is I don't know if I have the right because it doesn't have his reach, but if I'm looking at his height right, it says Dumas is only 6'2", and the other guy here, we're looking at 6'5". Is that right? Is that what you have, 6'5"?
Oh, shit. They said that, yeah. That's the other thing, man. And he just shown that he could knock somebody out.
His nickname is Black.
Yes. And he's from Uzbekistan.
Oh, yeah. See, these motherfuckers like this? Yeah, it's
I'm going Black.
Hard to beat, bro. This Rusbiev.
These guys are bred for this.
Black Rusbiev. Yeah, this motherfucker's going to win.
Yeah, but I might take a flyer on boy Dumas. But as far as who's the rightful favorite, this guy's definitely a favorite. If you guys don't know or anyone out there, go watch this guy, man. He's not.
If they let Dumas in there with a switch, it's over.
Then we'll see.
But nah, yeah, I gotta go with
this just became the best. That's so funny.
All right, let's. Who do you got, Killer? Dumas or Rizzo?
You got Sadriki.
Yeah, I'm going with Black.
We'll do that little
Sablicki.
No, I'm going.
All right, we got. This is gonna be your favorite fight of the night, Hype.
Bruno
we got your boy. I know you're tired.
Hell yeah,
you're hyped on this one.
Chris Weidman's my
All-American. Chris Weidman.
I never liked that fool either, but I went to 4 of his fights when he was a champ. Yeah. Well, not 4. I went to. No, you should go ahead.
I was there, we were there, I should say, when he broke Anderson's leg, and I was like,
yeah.
I was just like, I don't care how great you will ever become. I'll never forget. I remember sitting there, your pops, we just were like, what happened?
Yeah, we seen the replay.
It just ruined everything. Like Raquel Pennington was sitting right behind us. Remember that? That was right after the Ultimate Fighter, and she didn't make it. She didn't get a UFC contract. I remember her and her parents were sitting right behind us, and I was like, "Oh shit, that was great. That was a fun card."
Oh yeah, I ran into her at the hotel a couple times too. Well, how big of a favor is Bruno Silva?
Silva is looking to be probably all the way to a minus 300 right now. Oh, 285, minus 285. Weidman plus 245. Money's been coming in Silva. I agree. I mean, as far as being a minus 300, that's a little much at this point. You could be greasy with it.
Well, it's Weidman though, bro.
Yeah, I'm not on the Weidman trade though. I can see why people want to at that odds. It's tempting, because he has a chance. He's smarter. He has the IQ of fighting that he could win the fight if he wanted to.
Bruno Silva looked like shit in his last fight though, right? Who was it against?
Last fight was against what's his name here? The Bullet, Shara Magomedov. Remember the redheaded guy?
Oh yeah, it was a scrap, and then he ended up losing in the end.
And then he lost to Brendan Allen real quick, and he beat Brad Tavares, and then he lost. So he's been losing a lot of fights. Alex Pereira.
Yeah, he lost to GM3, bro. Hey, there's hope for Weidman, bro.
I love GM3, bro. You be hating on GM3. I'm that GM3, baby.
Ever since I seen that fool get starts, but it comes on like this nigga.
Hey, shout out to GM3. He did win though last fight. He did win.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Chris Weidman. I mean, it sounds like Nesto's taking Weidman. There's a chance.
Nah, I mean, Bruno Silva.
He definitely has a chance.
But I mean, it's like I want him to win. That's the only why, just for nostalgic reason. But I feel like that's why he's just gonna get his ass kicked instead.
Yeah, I mean, his last in 2020, he did beat Amari Akhmedov.
2020, bro.
Wait, we were all together for the Brad Tavares fight. I thought Brad Tavares won, but did he win or did Weidman almost win that fight? Or did Weidman just get dogged? I thought Chris Weidman looked cool in that fight.
I mean, he looked cool for coming back off of a fucking Alex Smith leg injury. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See,
I remember I watched
can see Silva going out there throwing leg kicks.
I watched that Weidman when he broke his leg.
Yeah.
At Circa.
You need that. Oh my God. We need your Twitter. We need your Twitter.
Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna repost that. Try to find that post or something and repost that shit.
Don't bring that on him again.
Weidman fight week.
Yeah, I could see Bruno Silva like cracking Weidman and getting him up against the cage, but then like with Weidman and like what he did to Brad Tavares, because Brad Tavares was lighting him up, and then he clipped.
Yeah, but that was also
strong enough.
Yeah. Oh no, but he's fought what, twice since his broken leg now? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that's his first fight back. He did a grappling match.
No, that's grappling. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he broke his leg right here.
Tapology be showing it. Yeah, my bad. Okay,
but I could see him clipping Silva because Silva's got like a chin that.
No, he's gonna have to wrestle. He's gonna have to wrestle Weidman. He's gonna have to make it a dirty fight, but to give him the benefit of the doubt, his last fight was his first fight back, so he could have been like rusty and nervous. So maybe this one he can open up more and be able to like move around more and not be like hella nervous about his leg. So yeah. Fuck, I just want Weidman to win.
And I definitely think. Like, let me ask you: if you had Gerald Meerschaert versus Chris Weidman tomorrow or on Saturday night, who do you think wins?
I would go with Weidman because I just don't care for GM3.
I'm GM3, bro. Right. I think GM. Well, the matchup is different though, because Weidman can wrestle. I think with Bruno Silva, the reason why I think Silva's such a big favorite too is
this fight just got announced like last week too.
Yeah, and I bet you that Chris Weidman's not stupid. I bet you he's been staying in shape, waiting for like a quick fight like this. So I'd be willing to bet that Silva's going to come in not as prepared as Weidman because Weidman's a vet. He's probably like, yeah, just call me. I'll take one of these easy fights. He's probably looking
Weidman's
like
gonna have to just try to grapple him, man. But I'm gonna go. Fuck, I'm gonna pick Weidman.
Weed, man. Does he have the home? Obviously.
Yeah, it's like his home. He's probably gonna lose.
New York, New Jersey area. He's an East Coast guy. So,
I'm going Chris Weidman. I'm not gonna disrespect the OG vet like this. To Bruno Silva.
Okay. I see though. I mean, I'm not against it, but I'll disrespect him then since y'all not disrespecting him. I'll disrespect him for you. Yeah, he's chopped. I think he's gonna get finished unless he wrestles and tries to survive. But even then, he might get some bows to the sides. So we'll see. Next up, we got this is a banger. This is a potential real banger. I believe it's short notice fight, right? He was supposed to fight
the wrong way.
Luque was supposed to. No, Luque. I was just looking at the thing. Luque was supposed to fight Sean Brady.
Oh,
yeah. So now we got Luque fighting a different.
He's supposed to fight that Irish guy. Remember? I was excited for that fight.
Which
one? Luque. I was like, all I could think of. Yeah, I was thinking Cuck. That's all I kept thinking in my head. But yeah, that's who he was supposed to fight. That'd have been a good fight. Better than Jeff Neal.
Yeah, man. So we got Luque beating Dos Anjos last after his brain hemorrhage scare. But I mean, it's hard to hate on Luque, man. He's fought pretty much all.
He's fought everybody, man. The who's who. He's been in the game for a minute. He got the experience for sure. But I feel like what's his name right now?
Joaquin
Numanza. Yeah, he's been wanting the Jack Magdalena fight, but they didn't give it to him. But now he's getting Luque, and ever since he's been fully committed at fighting at 170, he's been looking solid. The way he finished Morano was crazy.
Yeah, no, he's real. He's had some viral stuff from the beginning. Like you said, he's taking it more seriously at this level. He's not just all muscle, Yeah. Now he's doing a whole bunch of shit. Hey, look at the odds, man. It's damn near a pick'ems right now. And money's been coming in on Buckley. He was a plus 130. Now a pick'ems. So, I mean, I kind of agree with it as well. I think
if Luque tries to stand with him, he's gonna get fucked up. I feel like, but if he mixes it up and takes him to the ground, he'll win. But I'm about to go with the young buck.
Young Buck. Yeah, I liked him at the plus money, but now I think might be still some value. We'll see. I like him as well. Who do you like, Hype?
I like Luque. I think this is a fight Luque has been kind of wanting, not necessarily with Buckley, but a fight that Buckley will bring. Luque's got boxing. He's got grappling.
The short notice
He's got enough wrestling, you know. And I don't know. Buckley's amazing, but I don't know. I've liked Luque, and like Nessa said, he's fought everybody, and I think Buckley's just gonna be another check mark on his record. I think he's gonna go out there and I think he's gonna finish Buckley. I don't know if it's a submission or a straight knockout, but I can see him doing both too. Buckley, yeah, for sure, sub. But it'd be kind of cool to see Luque go out there and just put this guy down. And I like Buckley's, like he's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's Luque's time. I think we're gonna see Luque try and get back up there for a title shot. That'd be cool. I like Luque.
Yep. No, I see that. I mean, it's gonna be a close fight. I think the odds are a little better now where it's supposed to be at, because I thought anyone at plus money could have value there on that side in a fight like that, you know. But yeah, I'll still be with Buckley. As far as the main fight, we're finally getting to it, man. This is kind of a long card here. We got Aaron Blanchfield against Manon Fiorot. This is, for some, was boring, but this is the fight I've been waiting to see. This is going to answer a lot of questions that we've had in the division here. 12-1, Aaron cold-blooded Blanchfield going in. She's only 24 years old though, so she has room still for a lot of improvement. So she technically could still lose and, you know, bounce back still. She's still at this stage in her career. She beat Taila Santos, which is, I mean, Taila Santos is cool and experienced, but I just, you know, she's not in the
UFC anymore.
It was a close fight though.
It was a little closer than expected here. And lastly,
that's the thing. I don't think Blanche could go all five. If it goes all five, Fiorot's gonna win.
The beast, man, in Fiorot. She's pretty swole. She's also 34 already. So it's her time, like her run, trying to make for the title. She's a striker. She beat Rose, beat Caitlin Chikagian, Jennifer Maia, Mayra Bena Silva, you know, Tabitha Ricci, pretty much all the people. Decision machine, man. She could point them out. She can knock some bitches out too. So, and here's the crazy part. Maybe this will help you decide as well. The odds is you got your girl as an underdog. Fiorot to plus 160. Aaron Blanchfield's a minus 185 right now. Money's been coming in on Blanchfield. And I'll tell you this, some of my money's already on Aaron Blanchfield. I got her at minus 150. I believe she's going to be the champion. I don't know if it's this time or not, but I'm really thinking this is a good price for minus 150. I'm taking Aaron Blanchfield, man. Female MMA. Let's go. But I'm a big Manon fan. I was cheering for her against Rose. I bet on her against Rose last time. So, yeah, these are the top two right here. I'm thinking this is the creme de la creme fights for this division right now.
Man,
you like Hype?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this fight. This I really am, because you're right. You kind of take a lot of words. No. I'm excited about this fight because it is a huge title eliminator for both of these ladies. I'm looking at one being older, but you know, the height. I don't know. Blanchfield's a beast, and her wrestling is like amazing. Like her wrestling, there's nobody who can really like.
She's chaining them together. Stopped.
She's super good. Like, yeah, exactly, and she's so strong. But I don't know. It's tough because it's like if she can stop this girl striking, or vice versa, she can stop her wrestling. Like if the wrestling gets eliminated, I think it's going to be I don't think Aaron Blanchfield can take the punishment that these other girls have
for 5 rounds.
And I think no, not at all. And I think that if she's getting stuffed, and I don't know if she can, but if she's getting stuffed, it's going to be like a long but maybe short night for Blanchfield. And I like Blanchfield a lot. The price is right because if you know the way the bettors put this, you know, these odds makers put it together, yeah, she should just get dominated on the ground, wrestled, and just maybe submitted even. Like we could even see Blanchfield's, you know, finishing her.
No, that's actually
I don't know.
I feel like
I don't. You know, I would like to see him Fiat just go out there and sleep her. I think that'd be crazy. That'd be like Davey, like, because if you really love this fight the way it is, that would be insane. But Blanchfield is like the future. I could see her being like a GSP type, like for the women's division, just holding it down, and just continually get improve with striking and everything else. So I'm actually, as much as I'd like to see a KO in this, the closest I think we'll get is like maybe put into what she did to Molly McCann. She put her in the crucifix and just dropped elbows on her. I could see that being the way this fight ends, or submission. But I think Fiat has enough submission defense where it could end in like a crucifix, just like anti-submission, just wrestling, pin her down, and just start smashing her. So,
yeah, no, I'm with you there.
That's my
the clash
prediction.
of styles for sure. That's why it's interesting. The questions need to be answered once, like you said, who nullifies what. Because if it stays standing, like Nesto said, Fiorot's going to have the big advantage. She's going to be able to win either pointer or even finish her, Erin Blanchfield. But Erin Blanchfield, if she starts clinching a lot and she turns it into, going into the fence,
I think
being able to take her down.
It's a 5-round fight too. And the thing is, like, I didn't like the way Blanchfield looked in the 3-round against Talia Santos, which some people could say, you could say Talia Santos might have got that one instead, but that was the same style fighter too, grappler. You know what I'm saying? It was grappler or jiu-jitsu or jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it's all about if she could get her down early and tap her, I feel like. But if this goes all 5, I feel like that one's gonna win unless Blanchfield's grappling, like her wrestling is that dominant where she can go in for 5 rounds and she can't finish her early and still keep going, take her down, you know what I mean, and keep her down, do work.
Yeah. If she could tire out Fiorot, that'd be huge. Here, the under over is 4.5 at plus money on the under, plus 105 on the under on 4.5. So I kind of like that right now. I think either one.
It's in her home too. So she might take an L because she's like from the East Coast, so it's like it's a home fight for her.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she trains out of Henzo Gracie, right? Or where she trains out of?
She's MK Muay Thai, but I believe she's from New Jersey. This is her. That's why she's headlining the card too. Yeah. So it's either gonna be bad nerves or good nerves, the vibe or who knows. But yeah, we'll see. But as far as best bets, guys, let's what do you want to give the people here? Does anyone want to give them out, or you want me to go first?
No, go ahead to G goes. The Hype Killer.
Yeah. Oh, right. Hype Killer, you got.
Yep. So I did have I wanted to kind of go. I had a main card, and then as we've gone through this, I've got some ones that I'm just feeling good about. So my main card parlay is going to be Aaron Blanchfield, Luke A.
Oh, this is big
Chris
money.
Weidman.
Taking a long shot.
You're gonna waste them on this already.
Black.
Oh, Ruzaboev.
Kyle Nelson.
Oh, this is the long shot one. Yes. He's giving the gift to the people if you want to come up big.
That is something I've been looking at since last week, which is why I got excited. Those were like the fighters I think are gonna shine.
All right, you got anything else you gotta give the people? Or you just want to give them that one?
on the prelims, I definitely like Petrosky.
Petrosky
by submission.
Petrosky he's plus money too. Maybe I'll put in parentheses by sub though, just so you called it. Official play Petrosky though.
And then one extra little parlay. A little mini one. Dennis Bazooka.
The
Pleasure Man. And Gatto.
Okay. All right, Nestro here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do okay, man. I'm gonna do 4 though.
Yeah, we're trying to bounce back. Give him 4.
I'm gonna just do straight up off the rip, straight up bet. What Weed, man?
Weed, big money though. That's let's see, plus
245. Not too crazy. 245.
Yeah, 245.
You figure it'd be
that's
more.
Big for,
All right, and then I'm gonna do Rizboev. Him is a parlay. Rizboev, Lupi, Godinez, and Aaron Blanchfield.
Okay.
And whoa. It's gonna be the clinch your booty hole. It's gonna be Chidi Ninjikuani and Anton Turkoli.
It's a pleasure, man.
And then
those two.
We'll throw a straight up bet with just Joaquin Buckley. Fuck it.
Buckley.
Yep.
Where's he at here? Let me see. Joaquin Buckley was +1. Was he plus money? He's minus 105.
Now it's
right
like
now.
a pick'em now.
It's a pick'em 105. Bet online, we'll take that. Let's go. I like that. Okay, bounce back boys here. Well, we don't even need bounce back. We just got to keep the momentum riding. Off tops, you already know Aaron Blanchfield. We're doing female MMA. Shout out to all women here. Aaron Blanchfield, minus 185. I got it at 150, but I like it up to minus 200. Any more than that, that's a little too rich for my blood here. And you start wanting to look at the other side on what's her name. Once it gets like plus 200, the other side, I would look at plus 200 if you start getting Menon Fiorot at that price. Might be into that. Who's that? Oh, shout out to Joaquin Buckley right there, bro. You had to go with them. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with Dennis Bazooka minus 120. So we'll say 130. Bazooka.
You gotta parlay him and Weidman
together and go crazy. And then I'm gonna go Kyle Nelson plus 175. No. Oh shit. What happened? Okay, I got it. And last but not least, I can't forget Melissa Gatto. Where was she at? Minus 145 right now. I'll take her minus 145.
Yeah.
And that'll be it, Ryan. Hopefully we bounce back big there.
I will do one too, like just for bonus. Just like Gatto, Blanchfield, and who's the other one? Loopy. That'd be a good one too.
Just the ladies.
Okay. Just the ladies. All right, y'all. So appreciate y'all. We got a special guest today, Joe. Just hyping on just so we could get some more perspectives and rare looks. But hopefully, we get some good results here, man. Building up to UFC 300. He'll probably come back for that. With his pinky ring. But shout out, y'all.
Hey.
Shout out to SmokeOut.
Smoke it up, man. Good luck.